Today, it's the National Football League. This is the National Football League. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Here's the rookie from Arkansas, Cam Little, ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Oh, some strong running. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's Cook again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 27. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Cook up the gut. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Allen now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. 2nd and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. Touchdown Jaguars. Parker Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. James Cook running back out now. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Lawrence going to throw again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get that underneath Etienne. He's across midfield. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. 64 yards, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception capping the drive. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Well, James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They run it again with Cook, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Allen to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air, Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Allen. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too. So being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right, right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He'll get this off to ETN.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with ETN.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
ETN up the middle.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Gregory Rousseau
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A give. This is Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin. Now a 2nd and 6.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Again, it's Cook.
And Cook will get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as the tackle made down at the 33. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's Cook again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 1st down, Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Allen's throw taken in by Cooper here.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.